Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. Oh, well, losing fans already. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2019, just like Tana Mongeau's MTV show. The album. All right, let's get right in this video today, shall we? I don't really know, in talking about Tana Mongeau and her Tana Mongeau, I haven't made a Tana Mongeau video since she got engaged to Jake Paul. Congratulations on your completely legit, totally real engagement to Jake Paul, Tana. Oh my God. I don't know, in making this Tana Mongeau video, if I should use this iconic fan or if I should make this you're canceled. Oh, you're canceled so much that it's the backwards. You're canceled fan. So, I'll let you guys decide below. In discussing Tana Mongeau, do we use the iconic fan or do we use the you're canceled fan? I'm going to use psychic readings of the world, and I'm just going to go like this until I just decide which fan I should. Oh my Lord, twirling fan. Okay, which fan should I use? Am I going to look over the side? Back in the day, I had this friend of mine. Her mom used to always buy lottery tickets, and we would go over to her house, and she would pass the lottery tickets around, and then the one that you got was the one that you were supposed to get, and none of us ever won. But anyway, the fan that the psychic world picked was, for Tana Mongeau, iconic. And it doesn't surprise me, actually. Tana has so much stuff going on for her right now. And, you know, I have to say, I just want to be completely transparent in this video, that if you have watched my Tana Mongeau videos in the past, I've been a little tough on her before. I begged her to be a better role model for her younger generation, which was interesting because something about her audience and the age group was mentioned in the first episode of Tana Turns 21 on MTV, which I did watch. So I wanted to make a little video, and I wanted to just kind of give my reaction to Tana Turns 21. So let me tell you what happened. Last night, I was sitting on the front porch of my house, and I was looking for podcasts to listen to. So if you have any suggestions for really scary podcasts, let me know. I love anything to do with true crime or horror. Horror. H-O-R-R-O-R, not the other word. Anyway, so I was looking for podcasts, and I ended up just listening to My Favorite Murder, which is like one of my favorite podcasts in the entire world. But then I was going through YouTube, and I was actually like looking through the different videos that were coming up and all this kind of stuff. And I knew that Tana Mongeau, because her name, she had changed. I'm not throwing up any receipts. This is just my reaction to the video today, okay? But Tana has tweeted out so much about this MTV reality show, Tana Turns 21, and gotta catch you, isn't it? Tana Turns 21. Hey, did you know Tana was 21? Hey, Tana turned 21. Did you know it? Tana had her 21st birthday. Did you know? If you didn't know it, follow her on Twitter. She's literally said it in every other tweet that she's turned 21. In fact, her fans are even joking, like in the comment sections or like in her thread of her Twitter, she'll say something about being 21. They'll be like, hey, Tana, did you turn 21? And she's had kind of a while, the 21st birthday month since she's turned 21. She got engaged to Jake Paul. She got kicked out of every Wynn hotel in Las Vegas, she tweeted out. Let's see, she lost $1,000. She tweeted something out like that. She's just had a whirlwind Vegas time, and she's from Las Vegas, so I'm not surprised. I am surprised why she wasn't getting to know that that was what the world of Las Vegas was all about. But anyway, so I went into this last night, and I was like, what is this going to be? Like, is this just going to be some, you know, shit show of Tana Mongeau? And I was like, I'm going to be real open-minded watching this. Now, I've had kind of a, let me just say, it feels like a very long history of watching Tana Mongeau from the outside looking in. You know, she is somebody to me that I would love to just sit down with and talk. And, you know, I have done some interviews this year, and somebody was asking me, like, who is, oh, I think it was when I did an interview with Loie Lane. We did, like, collabs together. And she said, who is the #1 person that you would love to interview? And I said, hands down, Tana Mongeau. And she was like, really? She kind of, like, went for her phone, and I said, oh, no. I got real nervous. I was like, no. So, anyway, she's like, she would probably do an interview with you. And I was like, oh, no, I don't think she probably would. But I would live to do an interview with Tana Mongeau. She's very interesting to me. And, you know, I was talking to Aphrodite, the tarot card reader, and I was, because he did this reading on her, and he said that she, like, all of this good stuff continues to happen to her, all this great stuff, and that she's very protected. And if you go watch the reading, it's on his channel, Aphrodite, I'll list it below. And, you know, and he was like, I just don't know what it is, but, like, she must have done a lot of really good stuff in a past life, because it just is, like, good thing after good thing after good thing that's coming for her. And I said, you know, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one, okay? But I said, you know, in watching Tana over the last 3 years, she's been extremely problematic. And I will say this, that my fear has always been for Tana, okay? And as well as her audience, because I don't think that she role models the best for her younger audience. And I'm talking 12 to 17, 18 years old, okay? I'm not talking about the older audience. But, you know, it kind of scares me because some of her behavior, some of her lifestyle choices scare me for her, you know? And so I have feared for Tana, but she is extremely interesting to me. And I said to him, I said, you know, one of the things that I think is misunderstood about Tana is that when you really watch her closely as like a drama commentary channel like myself, like she gets herself in problematic situations. I mean, the girl should never get into Uber again. She's got so many Uber stalker stories, it's unreal. You know, but like other than, you know, this crazy life that she lives, she is really a good person. Like, she doesn't really ever do any harm to other people. I mean, she comes out every once in a while and kind of says this or says that, but she's actually a really good person. And, you know, she never really says anything negative about a lot of other people unless it's like an ex that's really screwed her over. But even in this last situation, which it's mentioned in the MTV show, she really doesn't come for people. She isn't really, I don't feel like she's that nasty or that negative of a person on YouTube. I think she's actually pretty nice. She's a pretty good person, it seems like, deep down inside of her heart, you know? And that's just my observation in watching her, okay? Do I think that she puts out problematic things from time to time? Yes. Do I think she's done less of it in the last 6 months to a year? Yes. And now she's legal. Now she can go do all this kind of stuff, right? But, you know, and it scared me for her and it scared me for her audience in the past, and that was why I said things. But do I think that she's a bad person? No, not at all. I think that Tana Mongeau is actually a very kind, caring person deep down inside of her. So anyway, I went into this and I wanted to see what I really thought about Tana Turns 21. And it is like it's less than 15 minutes. It's like 14 minutes and 57 seconds or something. It's on MTV on YouTube. Okay, so it's not actually a reality show on MTV. And I'm not dogging her for that, because I want to say what's really strange to me is that MTV actually didn't put her on a real MTV show. Like, it's surprising to me. Number one, Tana has the clout. She could pull the views, I think. Number two, I think it would be a really interesting, you know, video series to watch, a reality series to watch. I think a lot of people would watch it. I mean, just by her numbers alone, I think she could pull a lot, more than half these yahoos they put on their series, right? So it's kind of surprising to me that they didn't. I will say that after I watched the series, or the first episode, I was even more surprised that they didn't put it on like their main channel. And so I wondered, is this just like a trial run? Is this MTV trying to do something new on a YouTube platform, which I think it probably is? And so Tana's like one of the first people to do that. Could this possibly be a lead-in for her to go over to mainstream MTV? Maybe it is, but I don't know why they wouldn't give her that chance right away. I think she is good television. I mean, she just is. Let's just be for real. So I have to say, I kind of thought I would go into it and it would just be so fakey and so corny, and I wouldn't want to watch it. And the reality is, it has hints of like The Hills to it a little bit to me. If you ever watched The Hills back in the day and was just them sitting around on couches talking and stuff like that, it's very that. It's just whatever. But it was good. This is the thing, okay? I was interested. I will watch the next episode, especially because the next episode they introduce Jake Paul and what's going on with them, and they kiss when he comes in on the lips and all this kind of stuff. I totally believe that the Jake Paul Tana Mongeau thing is all for television. I do not believe that they are truly engaged, although I wouldn't hate it if they were. I think they might be great for each other, in all honesty, and I've said that in a lot of videos, right? But I watched the 15 minutes of it and I was intrigued. I really was. The thing about it is now, I've been really positive about Tana in this whole video so far, okay? I've given her a lot of props. I've said she's a good person and all this kind of stuff. So, Tana, don't hate me when I say this. But Tana's not really the star of the show. She just isn't. Not for me, you know? And the thing is that Tana is Tana in the show. I mean, she just is. It's called unedited, but it feels really edited to me. You know, like the worst thing she does is burn some stuff at the end, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But there's a lot of interactions between her and Jordan, and, you know, seeing Jordan and how they interact and how he talks to her really made Jordan, her manager, a likable character. And then Amari and Ashley, her two like really long-term friends, especially Amari, that's been her friend since he was 14 years old, and they show kind of like old pictures of them together. Like, he is, now I've watched videos of them before, and I have to tell you, Tana and Amari before, and I did not love him watching these videos. Like, he just was really not that interesting to me. he's really nice. Like in this video, he's like, or in this, you know, show, like he's really like a character that you would want to watch, as is her friend Ashley. And I'm like, this is like really, like they're building good characters in this story. It's not like, I thought I would want to go watch it just for Tana and Jake Paul. But what I found myself more interested in when I was watching it was really Ashley and Amari's responses to Tana and like how they respond to her as friends. And it's very, very real. Like, I mean, that part feels very real to me. It doesn't seem super scripted. Do I think that they went in there and said, like, I want you guys to talk about this? Yes. Do I think that they said, because like the beginning, it starts off with this picture that Tana's posting on Instagram. I think that one of the things it's going to do, and I don't know if this is going to help or to hurt her, but when you go in and you're watching this, and there's a lot of decisiveness about a picture that she's going to post on Instagram, and she's talking to Jordan, and she's saying, and I don't know if this is missed on the kids or not, okay, but for me, it's not missed. When she's like talking about at the very beginning to her friends, taking this picture and what, you know, like how she decided to take it and all this kind of stuff, and then she goes to Jordan and she says, I posted the picture, it's doing well, right? What you realize then, as somebody that's like watches all of this stuff, is, I mean, not just Tana, but all YouTubers and the calculated stuff behind it, is that Tana's world is very manipulated, very calculated, even to like what picture she puts out, right? So the whole thing, I mean, how unedited is it really? Like that we're getting to see the background of what goes on there. And then there's some business stuff that happens at the end of it, but I think you should go watch it. I definitely think that everybody should watch it that's even, you know, watch Tana for 2 seconds or enjoys her content or whatever. I was delightfully surprised that I liked it. And, you know, like I will say this, like Tana wasn't a letdown for me, but Tana was Tana. Like when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, this is Tana that I've seen in a lot of other videos. In fact, they call it unedited or something like that, but like Tana was more put together in this show than she is in any video of hers that I've ever seen before, right? But the real standouts to me were Jordan, Amari, and Ashley. Like they were really fun and interesting to watch. And I was like, okay, so I'm really seeing more, like they're the show, because you get to see Tana, who she really is, through all of that. She also talks about her breakup, which is interesting, and she goes in there and talks about that, and then next week they introduce the Jake Paul thing. That's where I'm like, if this is all for TV, this is what kills me about it, okay, is you didn't need to get engaged to Jake Paul for people to be interested in you. You could have just done a series with you and your friends and really letting people see who you really are behind the scenes without it having to be all contrived. So maybe it isn't contrived. I don't know. Maybe her and Jake Paul really are together. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you watch the series? Did you like it? Let me know what you think. Are you gonna watch it? I think everybody should go check it out. I really do. I liked it. I was surprised. So you know what? Tana, congratulations. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.